Danganronpa. Where's the end of the river? The chapel. There's 4 phases this time. Oh fuck, this is a big one. Oh, hey, there's a bunch of them. Where was the signboard found? Mansion side. Last phase. This is the longest fucking question. Compared to the river's current, which way did the signboard float? What's that? Compared to the river's current. Against the current, yes. Technically. They're saying that the current is wrong. But it didn't end up.
The sign was carried against the river's current.
It didn't end up like on the right side of that rock. It was on the left side.
We all saw Mew drop the sign and watch the river carry it downstream. And the river was wide there. The sign should have traveled downriver toward the chapel, correct?
Did it hit the loading screen and then like...
It should have hit the wall on the far side of the chapel and stopped there.
It kept
But
going.
that's not where we found it.
It was the river lengths.
We found it near the mansion, nestled in some rocks.
The signboard should have been near the chapel, but we found it on the other side.
Hold up. Didn't you stay on the chapel side? She probably grabbed the signboard from the chapel wall to cross the river, then left it on the boulders near the mansion so she could get back.
Why would she leave the signboard where it could get swept away and leave her stranded?
Also, this has nothing to do with walking through the wall, right? We're getting off topic. We're so close to the truth. We just have to connect the how and what. All the mysterious things that happened have to connect with each other somehow.
Connect how?
A wall only objects can pass through. Sounds that shouldn't be heard. A signboard going against the river current. How are they all connected?
I don't know, but Shuichi should know, right?
What?
We would be in a lot of trouble if you didn't.
Is this gonna be the loading zone? No, maybe not.
Only one who can solve this mystery.
I was gonna say maybe like the divide down the middle is actually like constructed and it's and like where it's divided, like you take the one side, the chapel side is actually connected on the other side of the mansion. Is that what it's gonna be?
So, how are they connected? Do you know, Shuichi?
Ah, well, what we know so far is that the unnatural way the sign was carried is possibly related to the wall.
What clue is related to the unnatural way the signboard came? He just said the wall, didn't he?
This is it! It might have to do with a wall that only objects can pass through. The sign should have stopped at the wall on the other side of the chapel. But if that wall happened to be the one that Mew set to allow objects through...
I see.
Yeah.
It's a wall only non-humans can pass through. That means the signboard can pass through the wall, right?
Even if it could pass through the chapel wall, how did it end up by the mansion?
The only way it could do that is if the wall was a warp zone. But it's not, right?
It's gonna be that it's actually on the other side of the... That's exactly what it's gonna be.
This is the virtual world. We should throw away all of our common sense.
Huh? The hell does that even mean?
Downstream and upstream connect. Signboard teleported. It's another signboard? That's not... Oh fuck. Let's do that one. I think it might be another signboard. Oh no, did I not select one in time? That was triangle. Well, it didn't teleport, so it's either 3 or 1.
That's
It's
it!
3.
What if both ends of the river were connected?
Huh? Both ed...
Exactly. To put it another way, the river isn't cut off at the wall near the chapel. It's all part of one big loop. The upstream part of the river is connected
That's
to
fucking what I said just like 20 fucking minutes ago.
What are you talking about?
Again, throw out all common sense from your head. We're talking about the virtual world.
Then what about the wall? There was only one wall that could be passed through.
Right. Even if the river's connected and it goes through the chapel wall, it wouldn't have been able to go through the mansion wall too.
I got it! I know why Mew only set up one wall.
What?
The reason she only set up one wall is because the chapel and mansion wall are the same wall?
That's it! The walls by the chapel and the mansion aren't separate. They're the same wall.
The same wall?
It's not just the river. The walls themselves are connected. Don't think of it as two separate walls, but a single wall parallel to the y-axis. That single wall divides the entire virtual world. The idea is, you pass through the wall by the chapel and come out by the mansion.
Oh, okay, I see what he's saying. These two are the same wall. I thought he was talking about the horizontal one. Yeah. I was confused because I didn't realize what wall he was talking
Didn't I
about.
tell you? Everything is
Yeah,
connected.
it's exactly what I said pretty much in the beginning. The river connects, but it's just the walls are the same wall.
More
The reason
importantly,
why
this
they
is the
connect.
final stretch. If both the river and wall are connected, then you can find the secret. Shuichi, you already know the secret behind the virtual world, right?
Oh, I had no clue you could do this. This is gonna be a wall. Oh. World? Oh, fuck. World loop? Oop. Oops. Here it is.
I see now. Yes, that's it. The virtual world is a loop. Loop?
Just like in old games, right?
Yeah.
Like when a character goes off the left side of the screen and reappears on the right.
Yes, exactly. The edges of the virtual world are linked together in a continuous loop.
This isn't as imaginative as I wanted it to be.
The virtual world loops?
What in the world?
If that's true, it would explain the way the signboard was swept away. It vanished into the wall downstream of the river, came out of that same wall upstream, and floated with the current until it got caught on the rocks.
What was the world like before Mew added the wall?
Actually, there wasn't a wall on the y-axis at all, and the x-axis was set to loop.
Are you serious? Even if it is a computer program, isn't that too crazy?
A looping world. That's more extraordinary than even magic.
But at least it's not a boring answer. It also explains all the things that
It's
happen.
kind of a boring answer.
Huh? It doesn't explain everything, does it? Because we still don't know why we heard that one sound or Kibo's voice.
Yeah, sound doesn't go past the nap loading point.
Actually, if we know that the world is a loop, we can explain that as well.
Huh? Really?
Yes, but first we need to be clear where the loop starts.
Where the loop starts.
Yeah, the divide line is
Doesn't
also
it loop at the walls next to the mansion and chapel?
no. It loops at the loading zone.
Not necessarily. If we heard a noise at the chapel from inside the mansion, then the loop... There!
So
The map loading point was where the
it's
virtual
looking like
world
I'm doubly right. The rivers are connected, but no, yeah, no, it's just that like the divide is that this is moved over to the other side, so that when you go through that way, you come out that way. and then it just loops like that. Yeah.
But the loading point was actually at the edges.
Did I call it, or did I call it?
It wasn't at the edges of the world, but rather, the wall was at the center.
This trial, man, and Kibo's gonna be the killer too. Watch.
Sounds emitted near the chapel.
I don't even have to try.
The wall only allows non-humans to pass through, so sound should be.
I'm
able to
actually
pass
less
through
sure that
easily.
Kibo's the killer than I was about that, but we'll
That's
see.
right. That's how the virtual world works.
Actually, no, this would make my theory of him falling off the roof, make sense, I guess. Well, if they're sure that something hit the side of the chapel, then maybe it doesn't make sense. Unless he, like, jumped into it. I don't know.
Impressive, Shuichi! For you to get this far! Yes!
I don't know.
Yes! You are useful indeed!
Like, normally the twists are, like,
For you to get this far, what are you? Some villain pulling the strings?
more intricate than it being something
Nope.
so simple.
You pulled the strings here, not me. Remember?
Like, normally you pretty much
You
can't
also
figure
set
them
this
out.
trap. It all began when Mew showed us the map. Because of the map, we mistakenly thought the loading point was at the
They
center.
pulled some shit like this, something similar
which
to this
in
before, I
turn
feel like.
made the mansion and chapel seem farther away from each other.
In a different game.
But the structure of the world wasn't actually like that. There was a wall along the y-axis, and the x-axis came around in a loop.
By putting that wall in the center of that world, she cut off the loop.
So ever since Mew showed us that map, we were caught in her trap. But we solved this mystery thanks to Shuichi. All hail our savior!
Yeah, if Shuichi wasn't here, then we never would have solved this mystery. That's right. Good work, Shuichi.
Thanks, Shuichi. You saved us. You're welcome.
Just because we found out the virtual world secret
Yeah, you still
doesn't
gotta
mean we
figure
can
out,
take it easy yet.
like, any evidence towards who the killer is.
Actually, this culprit hunt
Yeah.
just got to the exciting part. Even if we know all the tricks, it's pretty meaningless if we don't find the culprit. That's how a class trial works, after all!
Kichi talking like Monokuma again. No matter what you say, I'm not gonna believe your lies. I'm gonna believe in everyone. That's how I'm gonna reach the truth.
I can't wait to
Laugh.
see what happens next!
Hopefully this part of the trial will be more interesting. The first part got, like, dragged out just by, like, random interruptions that were just like, oh, I don't understand how this works. Duh. Like, okay. But now, hopefully, it's more intricate. Money's period is late, too.
And another thing.
Hmm.
Yes? Ah! Huh? Huh? Really? Huh?
He's hibernating. Better be done, because it's time again. Nope.
My head! Monotaro! Pull yourself together! I feel like I'm forgetting someone important to me, but I just can't. My head! My head hurts so much, I just can't remember. If you've forgotten, maybe that's for the best. From this point forward, let's start a new life for ourselves. After all, our baby is excited to meet his daddy.
Little incest baby.
Daddy? Wait, what?
I think he's gonna kill her. No more baby. No more baby.
Colossal death flag.
Yeah.
I'll be surprised if he doesn't die after that.
Yeah, I think she's gonna die.
More importantly, let's continue the conversation where we left off.
We understand Mew plotted the murder, but we need to find out who killed her.
And in order to figure that out, we need to understand Mew's actions. So let's discuss her murder scheme step by step.
I know that's important, but hearing you lead the conversation really pisses me off.
Let's see. You manipulated the virtual world to use it as
This
part of
is
her
actually
murder.
like a really good plan on paper.
Don't just ignore me and start anyway.
If she had succeeded, she would have gone past the wall between the chapel and mansion. And then wham! Murdered me on the roof with the hammer.
She would make the murder seem like it happened in the real world, and then pin it on Kaito.
As for Mew's alibi in the real world, she could say she was locked into the virtual world. And in the virtual world, she could say she was near the chapel the entire time.
She'd make an excuse about how she couldn't reach the mansion because of the fallen bridge. She dropped the bridge on purpose so she could separate the chapel from the mansion. Then secretly passed through the wall she installed and took advantage of the loop. She headed to where we were supposed to meet up, the mansion's rooftop. Oh yeah, Kaito was probably logged out around that time too.
That's when I saw Mew.
Problem is, because of her murder plans, we don't even know where she was killed.
She was killed on the roof, right? Kokichi told us the roof door was locked and that he couldn't get through.
Maybe that's when culprit killed her.
That's probably what happened. The culprit
Maybe
killed
Kibo
her
threw
on
her
the locked roof.
into the chapel. Maybe that's what
Culprit
happened.
locked the door to the roof?
Kibo used his robot strength.
Perhaps. I don't think Mew did it. If Mew did lock it, she would have done it when she called Kokichi to the roof. Even if someone came up, I don't believe she would change the target of her plan. She knew that Kokichi would come up later. Locking the door would be suspicious.
Well, it's possible she didn't even think that far ahead. She was smart, but she was also really, really dumb.
No say such mean things!
Yeah, dude, what the fuck?
Killing game bad, not Mew. Mew not bad person. Going to think we could have been friends, if things different.
You're right, Gonta.
That might have been difficult, even without this killing game.
That wouldn't happen.
Nuh-uh. No
Damn.
way, Jose.
Huh?
Anyway, let's continue the discussion.
Completely
If Mew was
disrespectful.
killed on
I
the
can't believe
roof
they
of
would
the
fucking say
mansion,
that.
The culprit must have moved Mew's avatar to the chapel after killing her, right?
So the next thing we should talk about is how they moved her avatar.
Now we know the mansion and chapel were actually next to each other.
So they just fucking chucked it.
The problem is the wall between them.
Only Mew was able to go through that wall. The culprit wouldn't have been able to.
Then you're saying the culprit sent Mew's avatar through that wall?
They
Yeah,
fucking
that's
chucked
the
it.
only way, right?
But how did the culprit send Mew's avatar through the wall? I mean, it's not like they could have thrown her.
Gonta, not throw her!
We know. You couldn't because the Avatar's physical strength was
They fucking
equalized.
threw her.
Physical strength equalized? That problem. Gonta no can protect everyone if that
The
happens.
same thing he said before.
Keep up with us. We're already in the second half of the class trial.
Well, this murder seems very
Why did they
circumstantial.
send Muse Avatar to the other side of the wall?
Like, she planned to kill Kokichi because... just because, I guess. Well, Kokichi initially approached her. For whatever reason. We still don't know about that. He said he had the key card or whatever. So maybe maybe it has something to do with that, is why she chose to kill
Maybe
him.
that thing has something to do with it. You know, the loud sound you heard. Because of that sound, you guys went to the side of the chapel. Right, Keyboy? That's when you found the dead Mew there, right? If so, then I think that sound and her avatar being by the chapel are related.
Yeah, no, that... like, maybe after the first trial, they're like, okay, maybe I can get away with killing somebody else, but... he definitely has a target on his back. I think a lot of it is just him being at the right place at the right time. Like, whenever he goes out at night, he's with Kaito and Maki. And he's been with Kaito at night for pretty much the whole game, so... he's just never been in the right place to get killed, I guess. Is it the lattice? That would make sense, actually. No, it's Miyu hitting the wall, but I think I just had a stroke of genius.
That's it!
They could use the lattice as like a...
I
okay,
think
yep.
the sound came from
The
Muse
lattice
Avatar
was in
hitting
the
chapel
storage
wall.
shed originally, and they used it as like a... because the mansion's roof like slants, they could have just put Mew's body on that, and then it would have slid down, and it would have gained enough momentum to hit the wall.
The hammer, cell phone, and lattice were there, but they were too small to make that noise. Ruling those out.
If that's the case, Mew's avatar must have hit the chapel
So
wall
it doesn't
really hard.
necessarily have to be the robot boy,
He felt the impact all the way from the inside of the chapel.
but it's either him
Yeah, that's the real
or...
question.
well, it might be Tsumugi actually, because
Mew's avatar probably hit the chapel's wall with pretty considerable force.
it would have to be somebody on mansion side still, I think. Because if they went upstairs and they did that,
But why did it hit the wall with such force? Can you
'cause
guys
they got
figure it
they
out?
got the toilet paper from the mansion. They went upstairs, they strangled her, and then they put her body on the
Kokichi,
lattice.
what's up with the way you're talking?
And then they threw the toilet paper off the other side, yeah.
Why are you talking like you know everything?
Let's not worry about that right now. More important.
So the only people who could have done that would have been people
Fighting
on
among
that
friends is a
side,
waste of time.
i.e. Kokichi, couldn't have been Kaito because he got logged out, Tsumugi,
Friends?
and
Us?
who else was there?
Can we
Was
talk
Gonta
about
on
that
that
after we
side?
figure this
I think
problem
Gonta
out?
was on.
A way of transporting Mew's avatar that would cause...
Hey, Shuichi, as your partner,
Yo, what?
since the mansion was on top of a hill, the roof was pretty high up. Past the brick handrail, the roof was at a pretty steep slope, and the slope faced the chapel wall. On top of that, there was snow on the roof. If the culprit needed force to the body, I wonder how they did it.
Slide? What is the first word? How did Miu's avatar go crashing into the... I don't know what the phrase is gonna be. Okay. Slid. It's gonna be slid. Slid. Oh, off. Slid off roof.
I see now.
Yeah.
The culprit used the sloped roof as a slide for Miu's avatar. Slide?
Aw, man. Even with the slope and the snow, Miu's body wouldn't have slid.
Wrong. It would slide.
But the avatars can generate friction. We wouldn't have been able to walk otherwise. So I doubt that it would have had that much momentum.
Lattice.
No. It would slide.
It wouldn't slide, just like Maki Roll said.
It would slide, just like Shumai said.
Who the hell is Shuma?
Oh, he's a pupil of Ramen Man. Sorry, my hobby.
You mean like Ramen Man from Kinniku Man? Is that what you mean? Good old Kinniku Man.
Even if her avatar slid off the roof, would it slide off that quickly?
Well, duh, it would.
If it made that much noise, it must have built up a lot of speed.
Lots of snow piled up on roof. But not frozen solid, right?
It'd still slide, though.
In the real world, it might be difficult. But in the virtual world, perhaps not.
That's not the issue. Sliding down snow is easy to do. You just need a sled or skis to cut the friction.
There was nothing like that.
I kinda missed. Sniped.
That's wrong! No, wait. There was something that could have been used to help slide Miu's body. Do you remember the lattice that was found by Miu's avatar? The culprit laid her on top of that, then used it as a sled on the roof.
I have 10,000 IQ, dude.
I did
That
notice
was the missing
lattice in the
thing.
storage room when I first looked.
I called that before, though. But now it makes sense.
During the investigation, I saw that it was gone.
The lattice that was found next to the chapel is the one that disappeared from the roof?
Yes.
Then that's it. The culprit used the lattice as a sled.
Yes.
Ding, ding, ding! That's correct! After the culprit killed Miu on the rooftop, they placed her corpse on a sled and slid her down the roof's steep slope.
Oh my
Picked up
god.
speed, flew off the roof,
She wouldn't have just fucking jet engined.
glided through the wall-only objects,
Oh my god.
and hit the chapel.
Just fucking light speed. And then her objects just flew out of her. Jesus.
The impacts made all of her belongings scattered, including the hammer and cell phone.
Just like that hedgehog who loses all his rings whenever he crashes into
I couldn't
stuff.
resist.
and his worldwide fame and his stupid games, and I hate that!
Preach. Preach, Monokuma.
Daddy, I'm glad you're feeling motivated again. But
It was Sonic the Hedgehog that awoken him from his slumber.
That'd be an example
Oh
to
my
our
God.
family.
Yeah, Father. Or should I start calling you Grandfather now?
Now that we know how the body slid down, we're just one step away
Alright,
from the
now who
culprit.
did it? We know how they killed her.
Well, Shuichi, do you know who the culprit is?
But Gonta can't believe one of us killed Mew.
However, since we know she was killed on the roof, we can narrow down the list of suspects. Meaning, the culprit must be someone who was investigating the
I
mansion.
reached this like 20 minutes ago.
Aside from you, the people at the chapel could not go through the wall or cross the river.
So that means the suspects are Kaito, Tsumugi, Shuichi, and Gonta.
So it's either Tsumugi or Gonta.
That's real sneaky, leaving yourself off the list.
Oh yeah, and Kokichi.
Ooh, you got me.
Yeah, he fucking did get me. I forgot. Okay. We're talking about the rooftop. They clearly lied. Ooh. It's not Gonta. Either Kokichi or her. Was it her?
Oh no!
It must be Kokichi then, because I don't. Oh, the cat is trying to get in. Hang on.
It's you!
Yeah.
Kokichi, there's something I need to know.
Oh god. Hello, cat.
What do you need to know?
Careful.
Why did you lie just now?
Which lie are you talking about, Shuichi? I lie a lot, so you'll need to...
Fine. I'll expose your lie right now. It was that testimony that bothered me.
Why did he... It's fucking big. What does that say? Also, I never went to the roof. That's this one. It's upside down.
I see it!
Thank God I found it immediately.
When you were explaining that the door to the roof was locked, you said... But later, you said...
Oh yeah, he would have gone up to the roof at least once to know that.
That's a lot of specific information. Stuff you wouldn't know if you hadn't been there.
Oh yeah! Now Now that you mention it, how did you know all that stuff?
You could probably see the steep slope of the roof from outside the mansion. But you wouldn't know about the brick handrail unless you went up to the roof yourself.
Huh? What?
What's this all about, Kokichi? Did you actually go to the rooftop?
I didn't. I already told you that before.
Why you look so nervous?
Is this a sincere reaction?
But
That's
there's
what
no
I don't know.
evidence
Is
that
this a
proves I went to the
sincere
roof.
reaction?
Wait, I remember now. That thing hit
Me?
at the start of the class trial. I remember you saying the handrail was made of bricks. Ooh, you so clumsy, girl. Gotta be more careful there, Himiko.
It does seem like very obvious that it's him, but he could just be trolling, because remember at the beginning of the trial he asked what happens if the vote gets divided.
She totally said that.
No, she didn't.
Yes, she did.
She did not.
She did
Oh my
too.
god.
Then when? Tell me how long ago. In hours, minutes?
What a worthless
Yeah,
fight.
it could just be an act though. Like, even if it seems out of character, it could still all be an act. And that's the worst part.
Yeah, grandfather. Stop them before your grandkid is born.
I'm not gonna apologize, cause Himiko said it.
So damn stubborn.
How much longer are you going to behave like this?
Here we go.
I didn't go to the roof.
I've had enough of your lies, man.
I'm not lying. The rooftop door was locked and I couldn't open it.
So what did Kokichi do?
I turned back at once, of course. And stayed in the salon the whole time, you know?
Wires burn in hell, you know.
If you're lying, I'll set your pants on fire!
That's fine, because I'm not lying.
Then why do you look so nervous?
Cat, what are you doing?
I didn't go to the roof.
What are you doing, Cat? Stop. Stop fucking with the plate. How would he kill her if she had the paralysis? Yeah, that's another thing. Yeah, what do you want? Get the cat can? I'm just gonna move immediately. What were my options here?
I've had enough of your lies, man.
Cell phone,
I'm not
loud
lying.
noise.
The rooftop door was locked and I couldn't open it.
What did
A
Kokichi do?
Kuma file?
I turned back at once, of
So
course.
I feel like that's the only thing that makes
and stayed in
sense.
the salon.
No? Cat just moved. I'll move the webcam back in a second. Hopefully that's alright. Yeah, no, I don't think it's him. I don't know how any of these prove that it's not him.
I didn't go to the roof.
I've had enough of your lies, man.
Because it wasn't him because, like, we saw him
The rooftop door
outside.
was locked and I couldn't open it.
So what did Kokichi do?
I turned back at once, of course. And stayed in the salon the whole time, you know?
Liars burn in hell, you know?
Oh, is it just because he's saying that he stayed in the salon the whole time,
That's
but
fine, because I'm not
he
lying.
does the rooftop thing? Oh, it's that. That's what it is.
To the roof!
They're lies, man!
The door was locked.
How'd you know that? Fuck. Really?
I was wrong.
Oh. What am I missing here?
I didn't go to the roof.
I've had enough of your lies, man!
I'm
That
not
is
lying.
doing something behind me. It's very
The
distracting.
rooftop door was locked and I couldn't open it.
What did Kokichi do?
I turned back at once, of course. And stayed in the salon the whole time, you know?
Liars burn in hell, you know?
If you're lying, I'll set your
Yeah, this is really weird. Oh, I think I have to lie. I have to lie.
Why do you look so nervous?
That's what it is. Yeah, that's okay. Yeah, I have to lie.
I didn't
That's
go
what
to
it
the
is every
roof.
time you're like, what the fuck do I do? It's always a
I've had
lie.
enough of your lies,
I don't know what
man.
the lie is though. What was this one?
I'm not lying. The rooftop door was locked and I couldn't open it.
What did Kokichi do?
I turned back at once, of course. And stayed in the salon the whole time.
I missed.
Liars burn in hell, you know?
It has to be this, but
You're lying.
reversed. Oh, I'm gonna die for this.
Lying.
Actually, no, you don't lose points. You don't lose points for repeating.
I didn't go to the roof.
They're lies, man!
Lying. The top door was locked and I couldn't
So I
open
just have to.
What did Kokichi do?
it. Back at once, of course. Salon.
Very good.
I'll reveal the truth.
Yeah, no, the lying is new to the games too, so I always forget it's a mechanic too.
You're lying
Yeah, you
right
can't
now,
eat these cords.
aren't
What are you
you?
doing, man? Like a fucking freak.
Huh? Lying about what?
Just before the murder occurred, I went to the salon to check on you, but you weren't there.
What? Really?
I waited there for a while. You never showed up.
What's this all about, Kokichi? Didn't you go right back to the salon after finding the roof door locked?
I see. You use underhanded tactics too, huh, Shuichi?
Get bodied.
So who are you guys gonna believe? Shuichi?
Is that even a question?
Well, of course I'm gonna believe Shuichi.
What the fuck?
I believe Shuichi 100%.
The one who's not Kokichi.
you doing? Yeah, like you could. I think you can theoretically get through a lot of the game lying.
House point.
I don't think you have to. Like there are sections at the end of every trial. There's like hidden routes that I think you probably get by
By
lying.
me in the dining room. I wonder why I didn't notice Shuichi there. Oh well.
Looking for every little thing he can get.
Anyway, he's usually right about stuff.
Sorry, but I'm going to believe Shuichi too.
I see. I wanted at least Gonta to believe me.
What comes around goes around.
Now he's
That's
got to
what happens
defend
to liars
himself.
like you.
Why do you guys hate lies that much? There's only one truth, but endless possibilities for lies, you know? And some of them are only white lies, or lies to be kind to people. If you deny all of that just because it's a lie, then that means you guys are just terrible at being lied to.
Oh,
Seriously, the worst!
Just spit it out already. You went to the roof, didn't you?
Isn't that where he met up with Mew?
No, he didn't just meet her there. He probably
Okay, fine. I'll tell you if you want to know that badly. Consider this my revenge.
Revenge?
You got some balls lying to me. I'm gonna take away your fun for pissing me off, Shuichi. I won't let you do any detective work, or deduction, or mystery solving, or anything.
Oh?
So, I'll confess everything. You guys better listen carefully.
Confess?
A confession? So you are the culprit
Oh,
after all.
okay, so now he's gonna bullshit and say that he did actually do it.
I came up with a plan after Mew asked me to meet up with her. She asked me pretty eagerly, too, so I decided to pry some info out of her. She gave me the rundown of the virtual world before she explained it to you guys. As I listened, I realized she was planning a murder. On me, no less. When I investigated the virtual world, I found out that a person can die from shock. Without a doubt, she planned to use that for my murder. So that's when I decided to prepare my own crime with her plan. I pretended to cooperate with her and lured everyone into the virtual world. That's also why I worked together with Monokuma.
Oh, I think that's actually
Work
true.
together with Monokuma?
I guess the jig is up.
Yeah.
Yeah, everything he said is true. Kokichi came to me with an idea to make the killing game more
I
interesting.
thought he was just gonna fucking lie, but... Yeah, I still have the ace in the hole of she could have paralyzed him, so he definitely didn't kill her.
You added a motive? Then the secret of the outside world is the motive, right?
No fair! Monokuma can't take sides!
Dylan, what do you mean? Read that. Eating fucking pieces of paper and shit.
I didn't help him with anything, and I had nothing to do with the murder itself. He merely suggested a way to spice up the killing game, and I accepted. Kokichi and I had a quid pro quo relationship. Technically, that doesn't violate the rules.
Bullshit! No matter how you look at it, you guys are working together.
Calm down. I'll explain my relationship with Monokuma, so let me finish my confession.
I'm fine with that, but you're confessing without much of a fight.
He's just fucking laying on my cords, this little bastard.
I told you, I'm gonna get in the way by taking away the mystery-solving fun. If I can't win this game, then I'll make it boring for everyone. That's my revenge.
My webcam look okay now after I adjusted it, by the way?
Well then, the culprit is Gonta.
What?
Huh? What did you...
Wait! When did Gonta kill Mew?
That's a lie! He didn't kill her! Kokichi's just lying!
Now you're trying... Do you really expect us to believe such an obvious lie?
Yeah, there's no way Gonta could commit a murder this complicated. He's not smart.
It's my turn now!
Interesting. If this is true, then I would have been right the whole time.
The truth is, Gonta and I worked together. We formed a duo to end this killing game. As the Killing Game Busters!
What busters?
We must win this killing game in order to end this killing game.
What you mean, we?
By the way, I came up with a murder plan, and Gonta carried it out.
Gonta what?
Why are you more surprised by that than the first thing he said?
'Cause Gonta have no idea what he's talking about.
Come on, quit lying and tell us the truth.
He's telling the truth! He's not someone who lies all the time like you!
This is gonna turn out to be
And
true.
no matter how naive Gonta may be, I doubt he would ever team up with Kokichi.
Yeah, not after insect meet and greet incident.
It's obvious what he's trying to do. Gonta doesn't understand the virtual world, so Kokichi's trying to trick him. He's trying to sacrifice Gonta to escape from his crime!
You're a terrible person! How dare you use
I'm sorry. I did something horrible to Gonta. I didn't want Shuichi to hog all the glory, so I told everyone the truth.
Cut that out. Told you it's not gonna work.
Don't you think I could have pulled the strings and made Gonta carry out my commands?
I do believe that.
Because I say it's just impossible.
It does matter. There's no need to bring emotions into class trials.
This little motherfucker.
All we need is
See,
love
this
for
trial
thinking.
wouldn't be interesting if it didn't
Right,
revolve around
Shuichi?
him
What?
and his fucking
Going to
tricky
not
dicky
understand
bullshit.
what's going on, but still going to not kill Mew. Going to.
If
really
Gonta
not
dies,
know
I will
anything.
literally just turn off my stream.
And also, going to not tell lies. And going to not make trouble for others. Cause that not how gentlemen act. That why going to not culprit.
Yeah, Gonta's not lying. I can tell just by looking at him.
I already used my magic to check. Gonta's definitely not lying.
Then let me ask you guys. If it's not Gonta, then who's the culprit?
You, of course.
Come on! There's already
I mean,
proof that I
Tsurugi's
couldn't
not
have
cleared
killed
yet.
Mew.
There's already proof?
Oh, did you forget already? Then let me make it clear again. Why I can't be the culprit!
I genuinely don't know if he
I am not the culprit.
if he did it, if Gonta did it.
Didn't I prove that to you guys already?
No, he actually didn't, but this is why he's not the culprit.
Mew got strangled to death, right?
Toilet paper was the murder weapon.
You would have totally resisted if she was being strangled, right? Then it would have been impossible for someone as weak as me!
You talking about the strength of your virtual avatar? That wouldn't matter if you strangled her from behind.
In which case, even if she did resist, the most she could have done is merely touch the culprit.
Exactly. She couldn't struggle much. So you could have... No problem.
That's wrong.
That's wrong!
Yeah, no, he's got straight up demon face. Like, it's actually insane.
Strangled Mew.
He's
Why
not even
wasn't
a
it
human.
possible?
Mew modified my avatar, so if she attacked me, I wouldn't be able to resist. If Mew touched me, then I'd be unable to move.
Huh?
So I would have had to kill her instantly, such as stabbing or hitting. I couldn't have murdered her by strangulation.
But, like,
because
at the
it'd
same
be
time,
game
it's
over
like,
if she touched me.
Gonta didn't really fully understand the virtual world, so Kokichi could have, like, manipulated him to do something, and he wouldn't have really known
Well,
what he was
if
doing.
you were using the toilet paper, you wouldn't need to touch her directly.
But if you can't be touched while you're wrapping the toilet paper around her neck, then it would be impossible.
Which means, as long as she died from strangulation, it couldn't have been me.
Wait! What if it was something besides strangulation then? Like,
There's no doubt Mew was strangled. We already discussed this.
Kaido is really desperate to make me the culprit. No matter how much you whine about it, you can't change the truth.
Yeah.
The culprit who killed Mew is Gonta Gokuhara! This is the truth you all adore so much.
No! Gonta not kill Mew! It's true! You gotta believe Gonta! Gonta would never hurt anyone!
I believe you. You've been risking yourself to protect everyone. There's no way Gonta would kill. He won't even kill bugs.
I believe Gonta too. I'm not gonna listen to Kokichi's lies.
of course! Who'd believe a liar like him? He's lying about Gonta being the culprit, so there's no point talking about it. Right, Shuichi? You think so too,
Listen,
don't you?
Kaito.
Huh?
We gotta do it.
I know how important it is to believe, but as the ultimate detective, I know we can't solve this case with belief alone. Huh? It's just that something doesn't add up. I have this feeling something's off. We can't keep going back and forth like this. We need to discuss this.
What, you wanna suspect Gonta?
Too bad, Kaito. Looks like Shuichi agrees with me.
No, I'm not trying to...
Oh, the irony! It's all thanks to Kaito that Shuichi got his act together as a detective. And now, Shuichi's intuition as a detective has made him more suspicious of others. Well, can't be helped. That's just what a detective does.
That's not it, Kokichi. I'm just trying to make sure that everyone
Shuichi, Gonta really not do it. Gonta not culprit. Please, believe Gonta.
This is the saddest trial. I hate this trial.
We might as well discuss it.
What?
As a precautionary measure.
Yeah.
That's all. I think we need to seriously discuss whether Gonta was capable.
This is
of
gonna
committing
turn
this
into a
crime.
debate.
Only then can we arrive at a logical decision.
Or, I'm sorry, mass panic debate.
You guys, why don't you get it? That's just what Kokichi wants. He's just trying to split us up. Shuichi, open your eyes.
Yeah, I still haven't counted out Kibo, but like, his positioning makes less sense. But oh, we still haven't discussed somebody's avatar being fucked up. So maybe the truth still holds that if Kibo could cross through the barrier, then it could still be him.
So, the Ultimate Academy
Yeah,
is
we're doing
proud
it's
to
mass
present
panic debate,
its very up-
but
So we're gonna do that again?
we have to assure that Gonta isn't. We have to get through this Gonta hump to get into the cat.
You're my Kaito.
Hey, you better not fuck with anything down there. Turn off my computer, I'll fucking end your cat life. Yeah, someone's avatar was bugged. And it would make sense if it was Kibo's, or... Who else was on that side? Maki? And I don't know, it would be Kibo. And Tsumugi's not completely ruled out yet either. I like this segment, it's good.
Shuichi, are you saying that Gonta is the culprit?
I got this. I can't say for sure he's the culprit. I'm saying we can't rule it out.
Gonta is such a sweetheart. He wouldn't hurt a fly.
Kokichi!
Don't you realize these so-called sweethearts can commit crimes too?
Could Gonta have even made it to the rooftop without being noticed?
Kibo! The entrance hall is all that separates the rooftop from the mansion exterior.
There should have been witnesses at the entrance hall.
I got this! No, none of us were in charge of the entrance hall.
But Kokichi confessed he was working with Monokuma.
Kokichi!
I did cooperate with Monokuma, but only on a temporary basis.
It's all a lie. Kokichi is the one.
Kibo! That isn't possible, because Kokichi's avatar had special settings.
Gonta not kill me.
I got this! The truth is, Gonta could have murdered Mew.
It's possible. Theoretically. Oh fuck. It changes so quick that you're gonna fucking mash some bad buttons on that one.
In my opinion, as long as it is possible that Gonta is the culprit,
It is
we have
true.
to discuss it.
He's just being fair.
Ridiculous. You're going to believe Kokichi over Gonta?
That's not it at all. I just want the truth. If we're going to survive, I have to find the truth.
I mean, if I'm Tsumugi, it doesn't matter if it's Kokichi or Gonta who gets picked because nobody's suspecting me.
But Gonta telling truth. Gonta really not culprit.
I still don't think Gonta's lying.
But didn't I tell you guys all? If you're planning to expose a liar, then you have to corner them psychologically. Only then will they reveal their true self as a
Or
liar, hiding
you'll be
beneath
able to
a layer
believe them
of deceit.
without a doubt.
That's why it hurts my heart to persecute Gonta like this! Gonta, if you understand, then do it right. Make logical arguments for the truth.
Logical arguments?
It means use your head to make arguments.
Use head?
What I'm trying to say is, if you aren't the culprit, then you gotta prove that you aren't!
But Gonta really not know.
I'm sick of hearing you say you don't know! God, why are you so dumb?
Damn, dude, that's fucked up.
Gonta just want to help everyone, like true gentlemen.
You're a true gentleman? More like a true nincompoop.
Hey! Now that's just bullying.
That's fucked up.
Bullying? Yeah, so what? That's what you do in this game, right? You guys blame and gang up on me, but now you're gonna pretend to be good people?
No.
Could be Gonta, but I think it's probably Tsumugi or Kiba.
Gonta, argue back already! Just make an excuse or whatever!
Stop it! That's enough!
Stop what? You mean stop the game? Hey, do you even know what you're saying?
Yeah, I know. What about it? I don't want to survive if it means I have to stoop to your level.
Damn.
Oh, that's a low blow right there. Then just die in a hole for all I care! We want to live, so stop getting in our way!
Quit it. If you don't shut your mouth, then I'll shut it for you. Permanently.
Oh fuck, dude.
Maki, please, calm down.
Sorry. It Gonta's fault everyone's so upset. But Gonta telling truth. Gonta really not culprit. Cause Gonta not know anything. Really.
Cut it out already! That's all you've been saying this whole time!
You're the one that needs to cut it out.
I see. So, was it Gonta's avatar? Maybe Gonta plugged his thing in backwards because he's Gonta. And he didn't have control over his avatar. Oh fuck.
That's it.
Oh fuck, dude. Oh shit, dude. But does that make Gonta the Blackened still?
Accident?
The device instruction? No.
I was wrong.
Oh, maybe it's the bugged avatar. I guess that's probably here. Yeah.
This is it.
Oh my god, dude. Is he gonna get killed because of something out of his control? I'm literally gonna kill myself.
Avatar
This is
user
the
error?
worst.
Ever since Gonta logged out, he's been saying, I don't know, I don't understand.
That's because Gonta doesn't understand the virtual world, right?
That's what I thought at first.
Oh my god,
It's because
dude.
of the error.
Please. Go to no. He shouldn't. He doesn't have to take the fall like this. It's not fair. Oh my god. This is the device instruction. Oh, it's what error did Gonta experience? Wouldn't it be like wrong chords or something? No. Memes. Oh wow, you take damage from that? That's fucked up. Okay, well. I didn't think you just took raw damage from that.
We can't let it end here.
Normally you would just lose time like every other thing. Alright. So it's M... Oh, no. Oh, what is this? I don't fucking know either. Is it memes? It's memes. Oh no, it's memory loss. That's what it is. I thought it was gonna be something like more specific.
I see now. I believe it's possible that Gonta doesn't remember what happened in the virtual world.
Huh? He doesn't remember.
You started saying, I don't know anything, after leaving the virtual world.
This is the fucking worst. Literally, my two favorite characters are gonna die in the same trial. In the same fucking section.
Oh, that's why he doesn't.
I
remember
hate
anything that
Chapter
happened in the
4.
virtual
Chapter 4
world.
sucks.
Not even killing Mew.
What? That's ridiculous! Quit screwing around!
This is actually the worst.
Yeah, it's absolutely ridiculous.
What do you mean he doesn't remember? He's just confused.
Gonta told us he was bad with computers, remember?
Memory or no memory, Gonta never hurt anyone.
No way Gonta's the culprit!
This fucking sucks, dude. I hate this. I fucking hate this so much.
Never hurt anyone.
Going to know.
Everyone's safe.
You did it, but you don't remember
Never
doing
kill
it,
a
right?
friend.
If there was a glitch,
It's gentlemen, protect.
It's gonna be the device instructions.
Your lies aren't protecting anyone.
Gonta not lying.
that means there was
There, please believe Gonta.
I heard it!
Man,
The cause of the error that affected Gonta's avatar is the two cords on the helmet used to log into the virtual world.
this is some fucking bullshit. Why didn't anybody help
Gonta
him?
messed up something with the cords,
Why?
causing the error.
If he mixed the consciousness and memory cords, then there'd be an error with memory.
The best case
Like
scenario
an
is
error
that
that
they
won't let you
double
bring your
vote
avatar's memories to the real world.
and it's tied Kokichi and Gonta and they both die.
Gonta, do you think it's possible that you improperly connected the cords?
Huh? How Gonta's supposed to remember that?
He couldn't have messed it up. I said it over and over. Right is the hand you hold your chopsticks in.
And Gonta's
Oh, but
left-handed.
Gonta hold chopsticks with this hand.
That's your left hand!
What?
Looks like it's decided.
If Gonta's dead, I don't want to live in this world, man.
What? Decided.
And especially when he didn't do anything wrong.
He's wrong, isn't he, Gonta? You remember the virtual world, don't you?
Gonta not remember. Gonta not even go to this virtual world place.
What?
Gonta fall asleep when he put helmet on. When Gonta wake up, Mew dead. Gonta not know what happened. So, Gonta worry. Gonta not understand what everyone talking about.
No, it can't be.
But Gonta try his best to understand. Gonta imagine real hard.
That's enough, Gonta. We already know.
Know what?
We know that you totally forgot about teaming up with me and killing Mew.
Wait a minute! That lie! Gonta not kill Mew!
I actually can't believe that this is happening right now.
Why would Gonta do that?
Yeah, it's a lie! I'll never accept it! And besides, Gonta's got no motive to kill Mew!
I already gave you my testimony on how I came up with the murder plan.
I want it to be not true, but I know that
I
it
don't
is.
believe you!
Kokichi, if what you're saying is true, why did you plan it this way? You wanted to plan the murder yourself, but have someone else carry it out?
Is the person who planned it also included as a blackened with the perpetrator?
Nope! Only the person who actually commits the murder becomes the blackened!
Then there's no incentive to just plan the murder.
But Gonta's such a gentle soul. Why would he agree to this?
Hold on! That hasn't been decided yet!
Who cares about the motive? Let's vote for the culprit already!
I can't play Smash right now, Chase. I'm literally gonna cry.
Well, I don't care. Finding the culprit is more important in this class trial. Talking about the motive is meaningless. It's not necessary for this specific case.
No matter what you say, I'll never believe your lies.
We all agree that Gonta is the culprit, right? It would be impossible for anyone but him.
Impossible? Why?
It's pretty obvious if you use the process of elimination. Which means, Shuichi, you'll be my partner, right? Because if you don't face the truth, then we'll all die, right? And you don't want that, do you? Okay, let's begin!
Quit screwing around! I'm done putting up with your selfish bullshit!
Kaito, we should listen to his explanation. Our lives depend on it.
So, we can now take Keyboy, Himiko, and Maki off the suspect list. Shuichi, would you care to explain? I doubt they'll believe it if it came from me.
They couldn't get to the crime scene, could they?
Can I just
The
lie?
bridge from the chapel to the mansion was gone.
Can we
and
just
only
pin it on
you could pass
Kokichi
through
and
the
then
wall.
all die together?
The three at the chapel had no way to get to the mansion, so they couldn't have done it. Kaito is the next one off our suspect list. And you know why, right?
He was logged out.
Kaito had logged out ahead of us.
Mew logged Kaito out from the start. But she did that to make us think the murder happened in the real world, right? Since we figured out the actual killing happened in the virtual world, it would have been impossible for Kaito, who had already logged out. Mew's time of death was around 6:30 in the morning. That's after Kaito logged out.
That's what my time of death's gonna be.
Kokichi's completely running the show now.
My synergy with Shuichi is super on point now, so let's move on to the remaining suspects.
Hashtag free Gonta.
Gonta, Samugi, Shuichi, and me. Samugi and Shuichi can be crossed off. But what's the reason for that?
The reason why Samugi can't be the culprit is we saw Miu. Is just that we have solid alibis, I guess. Yeah, because they saw each other, I guess. I guess they can confirm each other's alibis. I guess that's solid.
Alibis.
Both of you heard Mew hitting the chapel wall, right?
Yeah.
The culprit was definitely on the roof during that time, since they slid Mew down. Because of that, Shuichi and Samugi can't be the culprit. That leaves only Gonta and me as the remaining suspects.
Then you're the culprit!
Sorry for getting your hopes up, but didn't I already explain that's impossible?
If Mew touched
I
him,
hate
he'd freeze
Danganronpa
in
3.
place.
E3.
Kokichi wasn't capable of strangling her.
So then, it's down to one person. And who was that again?
I have to kill an innocent man.
Well, who is it?
Don't answer, Shuichi! You don't need to answer that! This is all Kokichi's trap!
I don't wanna. Don't make me do this. Don't make me do that. Don't make me do this. No. Gonta. This is the worst.
It's Gonta.
Shuichi?
Yep, Gonta is the only person who
Oh
committed the
no.
murder. You get it now, right? That's the truth. We were all
I hate this game.
the thing you guys wanted so badly.
He's
A
an
truth without
innocent
any
man.
lies.
No.
Yuyaruma's killer is Gonta Gokuhara.
No.
Really? Did Gonta?
No, don't show me this. I'm about to put it on auto and leave the room, dude. This is the worst.
Fun if you went all crazy.
Remember in the beginning when I said, oh, wouldn't it suck if fucking Gonta was the killer of this because he was manipulated by Shuichi? Or not Shuichi, Kokichi? Well, it fucking happened against all odds.
A culprit
And I
who can't
hate it.
remember
I
their
hate
murder is
this.
pretty interesting. So, better than nothing. If Gonta remembered, his cover would have been blown so fast.
fucking hate this,
especially
dude.
since he's an idiot.
Hold on. I still haven't accepted this. This has gotta be Kokichi's trap. I still believe in Gonta. He's not the kind of person who'd kill.
Kaito.
My body just wants to shut down. I'm done. It's done using.
You want proof? I've got your proof. After Sumugi and Shuichi heard Kibo's voice in the mansion, they ran outside. And who did they see out there?
That is true. But did he use the toilet paper to rappel down? Is that why the toilet paper was off the edge?
Gonta. Kokichi said it himself.
I mean, that's the only way he could have gotten
Ryu's avatar
down.
crashed into the chapel wall. The culprit must have been on the roof.
I see. If Gonta's the culprit, it'd be weird if he wasn't on the roof.
It's possible that he fled the mansion after he heard the impact.
You'd have to go through the entrance hall to get outside the mansion from the roof. Is that where Shuichi and Tsurugi ran to when they heard the crashing sound?
And maybe he jumped off the roof.
It's not possible. That rooftop was
He
pretty
climbed
high
on
up.
the roof using the toilet paper.
Normally, Gonta could have done it, but his avatar wasn't strong enough. How about that? Now you get it, right? If Gonta was the culprit, there's no way he could have been outside the mansion.
Now you can't say Gonta's the culprit. Congrats, Gonta.
What?
Do not give this man hope, please. Yeah.
No, that's wrong.
Oh, that's the worst. No, that's wrong I've ever
What?
heard. Ugh.
Just because Gonta was at the mansion doesn't mean that he isn't the culprit. All the culprit needed was a way to get from the roof to outside the mansion.
Don't show me this, man. Show me this. We're gonna have to watch this man get fucking executed.
Looks like Shuichi got it. I'll leave the rest to him.
Oh shit, thanks Scary Cinnamon Roll for the follow, and Langston too. I don't know if my notification works or not, or if it's busted, but I didn't see the notification either way. But thanks for the follow.
Kaito, I know how you feel.
There's some hope
I know
in
because
this
we all feel it.
dreadful, dreadful world.
But we have to face the truth.
Well, how is he? Oh, god damn it, dude. At least Miyu was killed, right? Like, I didn't have to see her get brutally executed. But I'm gonna have to watch the life drain from Gonta's fucking eyes.
We need to face it to survive.
Whose side are you on, Shuichi?
Kaito, please.
Aren't you my sidekick? Was that just a lie?
Kaito!
Fine then! I'll tear that sorry reasoning of yours apart and wake you up!
And he's done. Oh fuck. Oh, Kaito's the boss I have to fight.
Don't you know Gonta at all?
I hate this minigame so
Not the kind of
much.
guy who kills someone.
This is a sorry excuse for a rhythm game.
I'll never accept this! Don't you know Gonta at all? Not the kind of guy who kills someone. Don't you know that about him by now? Damn it! Why won't you believe Gonta? Why are you listening to Kokichi? Aren't you my sidekick? Wake up, Shuichi!
This minigame sucks so much, dude.
Gonta? Why are you listening to Kokichi? Aren't you my sidekick? Wake up, Shuichi! Why won't you believe Gonta? Why are you listening to Kokichi? Aren't you my sidekick? Damn it!
Oh, okay. I could have used that the whole
Who do you
time.
want to believe? Remember what Kokichi has done to us! Remember how Gonta's always tried to protect us! How could Gonta be the culprit? Still wanna accuse him, huh? He's saying truth this, truth that. There's a reason Gonta's not the culprit! Kokichi has done to us! Remember how Gonta's always tried to protect us? How could Gonta be the culprit? Still wanna
He's almost dead.
Say true this, true that. Damn it! There's no way to leave the mansion from the rooftop!
It ends here!
Damn it!
No, that minigame's just like it's like a rhythm game, but it's not even like really do the rhythm.
The toilet paper we found
It's
outside
just,
the mansion.
it's really bad.
That's what
Like
the
it's
culprit
to the
used get
beat,
from
but
the
it's
roof to
like
the ground.
the beat is the same thing every time, and it just speeds up and slows down.
Toilet paper?
The same toilet paper that was used as the murder weapon. That's why we didn't find it anywhere else. Not at the scene of the crime.
But now that I know that
nor
there's like
in
the star
spot.
power thing, it'll be easier for next time.
It was outside the mansion.
You don't have to worry about
Hold on.
which button you
If
press.
they use the toilet paper as a rope to get down from the roof, then they need to tie it to something. But there was nothing to tie it to. I know because I investigated the roof.
You're stubborn, Kaito. You're still going on about this.
Of course I am! I'm gonna believe in Gonta till the very end!
No, there was something that the toilet paper could have been tied to.
What?
Forgot about that.
The binoculars on the rooftop. The toilet.
Can we get this over with, man?
However, I don't think the culprit actually tied it down there.
Yeah,
He just hung it.
because if he tied it, he wouldn't have been able to get it back.
And then used the doubled up toilet paper to climb down. But in that case, they would have had to tug on it in order to take it down.
Yep, that's correct. Because I came up with that idea. But I thought I told Gonta to put the toilet paper back in the bathroom.
Little motherfucker.
Oh, I just ran into someone on the way and then threw it somewhere close by.
It's just the worst. I fucking...
Looks like Kaito's morale is shot, so this whole thing is done now.
The matter does appear to be settled.
It's...
So, it's true. Going to really kill Mew.
But I'm the one who came up with the plan. Anyway, just admit your crime, Gonta. Even though you don't remember, you still did it.
But
Like,
why did
he
Gonta
doesn't...
do such...
He doesn't even remember doing it, and he has to just take the fall for this crime.
Wait, before you start crying, you gotta admit your crime first.
Stop.
Get
I
some
won't
help.
let you, Kokichi. If anyone is gonna get him to confess, it's me. Gonta, I'm going to look back at the whole case one more time, okay? When you're convinced, you just let me know, alright? Let's end this together.
Okay.
Oh fuck. I don't know if I have any of these. No, okay. Well, I think the way he manipulated him is just that he wasn't himself, and he was like this fucked up version of Gonta. Gonta was outside the mansion, right?
This is the truth of the case! The case began last night. After being convinced by Mew, we all logged in to the virtual world. To log in, you have to plug the memory and consciousness cords into the device. So, we all plugged those cords into our helmets and entered the virtual world. But the culprit
I just want this to
had
be over.
accidentally plugged their cords into the wrong ports. Because of this,
Chapter
a
fucking
connection
4.
error occurred
Alright,
between the
man.
culprit's
Alright.
brain and their
See you.
avatar.
I see you, Danganronpa developers.
As a
I see
result,
you.
The culprit would forget
Who developed this
everything that
game? Was it
happened in the virtual
Spike
world.
Chunsoft develop it, or publish it, or whoever the
It's
developer
possible
was?
that this had an
I
effect
fucking
on
see
their
you.
avatar's personality as well.
See what you're doing.
Because I can't believe that someone so kind could commit murder. But we had no idea this error even happened. And so, we all logged in one by one. Meanwhile, Mew was the last to log in. She had modified the killing game simulator so she could accomplish a specific goal. After Mew confirmed we were all logged in, she took out the bottle of poison. And placed it on Kokichi's seat. This was done to make it look like Kokichi was killed by poison when we returned. Yes, the reason Mew modified the simulator and brought us to the virtual world was to kill Kokichi in the virtual world, but make it look like he had died in the real world. After we had all logged in, Mew explained the world to us. Use the salon phone to log out. Objects are unbreakable. Your avatars use all 5 senses. She also explained the map of the virtual world in the mansion's entrance hall. But her explanation was intentionally false. She wanted us to misunderstand the world. However, one of us was able to see through her
I gotta
scheme.
pee, man.
The very person Mew was trying to kill, Kokichi.
I'm gonna go pee while this is playing.
Kokichi was going to use Mew's plan against her and plotted her murder. But Kokichi wouldn't do it himself. He used a patsy to be the culprit in this case. Kokichi was tight-lipped about the motive, so I don't know why the culprit agreed. But it seems as though right after logging in, when Kokichi and the culprit went outside, they were already working together to execute the murder. Eventually, we met up with Kokichi and crossed the river to the chapel. Mew had us split up to try to find some secret of the outside world. Kaito, Kokichi, Gonta, Tsumugi, and I investigated the mansion, while Maki, Himiko, Kibo, and Mew investigated the chapel. Splitting us up was also part of Mew's plan. At the chapel, Mew told Maki that she was going to look around outside. She chased after our group while we were heading toward the mansion. Once she made sure we were across, she dropped the bridge into the river. This was to trick us into thinking that the river separated the mansion and chapel. At the time, we thought nothing of it. It was just another one of Mew's pranks. That's why we continued with the original plan to find the secret of the outside world. We went to the mansion and split up to look for clues.
I'm back.
Kokichi searched the salon.
Smudges all over my glasses from me grabbing my face.
Tsumugi searched the dining room. I searched the kitchen. And finally, the culprit searched outside the mansion. Around that time, Mew was headed for the wall that was on the side of the chapel. She passed through the wall and headed for the mansion to kill Kokichi.
How is this still going?
You see, the wall was a special wall that Mew had added herself. This wall was programmed so that only objects could pass through.
The actual fucking trial isn't
And
this
Mew
long.
had changed her avatar settings from human to object. That was the hidden route she prepared for herself. She set up a wall that only she could pass through. Mew headed toward the mansion.
I'll be right back again. I guess I'll just go get a drink. It's almost done, but...
When she entered the mansion, she pulled out her cell phone. She didn't tell us that there was another way to log out. Then, she spoke a name into the phone, which forced that person to log out. It was Kaito who was on the roof at the time. The same roof where Kokichi and Mew were going to meet. By having Kaito search the roof and then forcing him to log out, she was making him look the most suspicious, but her plan didn't go smoothly.
Kokichi was waiting on the roof with a culprit and the toilet paper used to kill Mew. While Mew was distracted by Kokichi,
I think I went to the bathroom during the last ones too, so I don't... like, this one's just, like, way longer than the actual, like,
used the toilet
events
from the
were.
merchant's bathroom to strangle Mew. This was only possible because objects in the virtual world are
I just want to get it
unbreakable.
over with, man. I don't need this anymore.
Mew's avatar was strangled to death, and the shock killed Mew in the real world. After the murder, Kokichi left the cleanup to the culprit and left the roof. He probably returned to the salon as soon as he could to avoid drawing suspicion. The culprit then took the lattice from the storage room and placed Mew's body on top along with the hammer and the cell phone. The culprit heaved the lattice over the railing and forcefully slid it down the roof slope.
They could 50-50 split and kill both just to spite Kokichi, but
With a body on top of it, the
I think
lattice
that's
became a makeshift
probably
slope
unlikely.
and flew off the roof. It went through the wall that only objects can pass through before crashing into the chapel. That was the crashing sound that Kibo heard in the chapel, and we heard in the
I think
mansion.
there's 7 people left.
Mew's wall hid the
Or,
fact
yeah,
that the
there's
mansion
7
and
people
chapel
left.
were actually right next to each other.
So,
That's why Tsumugi and I
No,
were able to
they
hear
don't.
the crash from the mansion.
right? Yeah. It would have to be an even number.
As the final step, the culprit had to then get off the roof. Because we were at the mansion, they couldn't take the stairs or they'd be seen. So they used the toilet paper
It's
again to
almost
escape
over.
from the rooftop. They hung the toilet paper from the binoculars on the roof and used it like a rope to climb down. Once the culprit was safely on the ground, they pulled at the toilet paper to retrieve it. They would have returned it to the bathroom, but they ran into us as we were leaving the mansion. In a panic, the culprit tossed the toilet paper somewhere nearby. Without that one little mistake, we might never have solved this case because the culprit doesn't remember. This is the truth you've forgotten, Gonta Gokuhara, the ultimate entomologist. Gonta, this is the truth we've reached.
Sorry. Going to not really understand, 'cause going to not smart boy.
Don't show me this, dude.
But if everyone agree, then everyone probably right. Going to trust everyone.
Gonta.
But why? Going to kill Mew, forget everything. Going to even think he not do anything bad. And then going to try to blame someone else and make everyone suffer. Why? Why go to do such terrible thing?
Gonta, it's not your fault.
It's Kokichi's fault. He must have tricked Gonta.
Huh? I totally didn't trick him. Before we go into that, it's voting time. We should finish up the class trial first.
But is this the right answer? We're not being fooled by
It
Cookie.
really doesn't feel like the right answer, but
For once, I wish that we were.
Huh? Wrapping things up already? What a buzzkill of an ending! It lacks the rush of previous voting times.
I wonder why.
Well, after so many killing games, I guess it was bound to happen eventually.
It's just as well. This killing game is a bad influence on the baby.
Oh my, Monotaro. You're even starting to look like a father.
This is the worst day of my life, dude.
Together for the baby.
Now then, pull yourselves together and let's begin! The heart-racing excitement as the blackened and the spotless face off! It's voting time!
Let's get this shit over with.
It seems the voting has finished. Now then, let's see the result.
Did anybody vote for Kokichi, I wonder? Yeah, one person did.
Who'll be chosen as the blackened? Will you make the right choice or the dreadfully wrong one?
If I voted for Kokichi, it wouldn't have mattered. One of these bears is probably gonna die. Did I get an A, maybe? Get this over with, man.
Absolutely right! Let me hear your joyful voices! Let me hear your joyful voices!
Damn.
Wah! Yay! And another thing. Here. Oh.
What was that?
Hey,
Just shoot this man in the head.
Oh, I see.
huh?
Please stop! All right.
Huh?
Because...
But
Gonta's memories didn't transfer over, so they're still in the virtual world as data. I can combine Gonta's consciousness from his last login with that leftover memory data. Ta-da! Alter Ego Gonta is now complete.
Alter ego?
Basically, it's a separate
Alter
Gonta
ego
that
is something
only exists
from the
in
first
virtual
game.
space.
It's also a laptop
If we
person.
listen to what he says,
That was
we
a
should be able to find out what
previous
happened in
dead
that
person. I think they were, yeah.
What's this?
What's that mean?
Hey, Now then.
Please. Why? Huh?
Oh, man.
Oh, Gonta.
Huh?
Gonta don't know. Wrong.
That's...
Gonta.
Yeah.
But... Gonta.
What?
Oh.
Huh?
Yeah.
Oh fuck.
What?
What?
Please wait.
Hey, hey!
Huh?
In other words, yeah.
Huh?
What?
I go to the outside world and there was a flashback, right?
You know?
Huh?
Wait,
Why is this so confusing?
Incomprehensible.
Oh? You get it?
Did they only remember it in the virtual world? Oh.
hey!
To tell you the truth, too bad.
Always messing
I see.
around.
That's what happened. We're getting the play-by-play. So it was still regular Gonta, like, separated, but he just was influenced by the flashback, like, Kokichi pretty much just manipulated him, based on whatever they saw.
Could it be?
Maybe.
Gonta.
This little bastard.
How'd this happen?
Jesus.
What did you say?
No way! Wrong.
Wow.
Huh?
How'd this happen?
Jesus Christ.
But...
Yeah.
Wow. Holy shit.
Get it?
Hold on!
Hey,
Right?
Please.
Sorry.
Why?
Spare. There it is.
But
So, outside is so bad that it made Gonta crazy. Want to kill everyone. Damn. That's fucked up. This chapter's the worst, man.
It can't be.
By the way,
Huh? Gonta.
but
Stop it!
Literally the worst. Literally burn in hell, you fucker.
Sorry.
Always messing around.
How can this be? Sorry. Gonta, idiot.
Kokichi's not the good guy, fuck you. Kokichi's the worst.
Huh?
Kokichi's the one who dragged Gonta in the first place.
Don't screw around!
Please stop. Sorry, everyone.
Jesus.
I know that!
I suppose.
So am I!
That's enough!
Yeah.
Please stop.
Hey, he didn't need to kill her. He could have restrained her.
Hey, hey!
Huh?
And another thing.
Man, this is some shit.
So am I!
Huh?
I know that!
Kokichi actually doing that, or is he just...
Okay.
Is he just trying to win favor back?
Ah. Eek. Eh? Eek.
No. How can this be?
It's punishment time!
Sorry, everyone. Gonta, idiot!
What about Kokichi fucking brainwashing Gonta and showing him the flashback light makes sense? He could have just told everybody that Miyu was trying to kill him. Wild West insecticide. Oh no. What is happening there? There's so much happening right now. I don't like any of it. Jesus. What the fuck? Yeah, but it's still directly Kokichi's fault that he wanted to save everyone by killing them in the first place.
Thrilling! Dang it!
Why? But how?
Kokichi does not have a good reason for doing that. Stop defending Kokichi. There is no defense.
Damn it.
Got a minute?
What was that?
You?
Huh?
I don't want to, stupid head.
Kokichi.
Oh man, did you fall for all that fake crying? You're so dumb! I would never cry for Gonta!
What?
Because...
Hmm.
What? Hey!
Well,
Huh?
which means... You really don't
Hey!
get it.
Yeah.
Who cares about that idiot? I want to enjoy this game filled with suspicion and betrayal from the bottom of my heart.
Yeah.
I am the supreme leader of evil, so it's obvious my personality would be twisted. The more you suffer,
Can we just like vote this guy off the island?
there are people in this world who spread grief and misery for no reason than the thrill of it. And I'm one of those people. Nothing pleases me more than inflicting pain on others!
What a piece of trash. What a garbage person.
You're so dumb.
You bastard. Do you want to die?
Don't screw around.
He's gonna punch him right in the face, yeah. Again. Oh, he punched him.
Sorry. I tried to dodge you, but I punched you instead.
Kaito! You!
By the way, Kaito, is it just me, or are you way?
Oh, he's fucking goddamn it.
Maybe, just maybe, Kaito
Does
is
that
hiding
mean
something from us too.
Kaito, the last trial is gonna be Kaito killing Kokichi, and then Kaito is dying, so he's like, I just did it. Because I'm dying.
Kaito! Got a minute?
Hmm.
Bastard.
Oh, fuck, dude.
Let's have more fun. Monkey.
Right?
Are you alright?
Sorry.
Oh?
That's wrong!
Hmm?
No.
Damn.
Oh, man.
Hmm.
Kaito! Huh?
Hey!
What?
Okay?
Damn.
What?
Yeah.
Kaito?
Kaito's like dying, so
Why?
I feel like in his
What's the matter,
last,
Kaito?
like, hurrah, he could just, like, kill Kokichi,
Come
but
on. Don't
I don't know if
freak
he'll
out
do
over
that.
this. It's nothing. My cold just got worse is all.
I didn't know that coughing up blood was a cold symptom.
You're a robot and you don't know that? I'm saying it's fine. Just chill. I just coughed too much, cut my throat or something. I don't know.
Wow, he's, like, super dying.
Kaito!
Shut up!
Huh?
Damn.
Well,
Damn it!
We're getting down. How many people are left? 6?
It's almost time. Yeah, it's almost time. This should be enough. I'll end it.
Oh my god.
Now
Take a screen.
is the time.
Oh, I can't take screenshot?
I'll end this killing game.
Well, no. No? Okay. Yeah, I didn't get exactly what it said right, but I definitely know it said Kokichiyama. Alright, wait, what? Is that right? Who's left? Koichi, Kaito, Ibo, Kokichi, Tsumugi, Himiko. Yeah, I guess that is right. Oh, 6. Yeah, no, I kinda can't stop now, unfortunately.
Little Monotaro, little Mana funny, little Mana dumb, and the rules. Oh, why did you have to die? Your lives were irreplaceable. My grief is piling up like freshly fallen snow. I told them, make the most of your life, cause you only get one shot at it. And once it's over, nothing can replace it. Oh, why did they take their lives for granted?
Yeah, I think we're definitely coming to the close. I think this might be the last chapter.
It's all their fault! Bad stuff always happens to kids whose parents don't love them. But the more I think about it, why did those kids even exist? What's an irreplaceable life anyway?
If it's not the last chapter, then it's the second to last chapter. Voyage without passion or purpose. Ugh.
Jeez. I'm Kaito Momota, luminary of the stars.
Hey!
Got it. Huh.
100% better.
But
Ah. Idiot. My bad. Come on, man.
I guess. Okay.
But what was that?
Hmm.
I mean,
But
you know,
You.
Such an optometrist.
but you know,
Shuichi! Okay.
You're right.
Don't just stop showing this man.
Hey, so
Huh?
No.
Hmm.
You think?
hey,
Yeah?
Hmm.
Sorry.
That's pretty good.
No.
But
There he is, your boy.
yeah.
Why?
What's the point?
Okay.
Oh, they get more flashback light.
Well.
Okay, one of them opens the door to the chapel
This one
upstairs.
is the last real key, and this one is the real last key.
Hmm.
Well, what's the difference?
Now then. Bye-bye.
Oh, don't say bye, Inara. Yeah, I think this is the last
What
chapter.
should we do? Why you?
Hey,
All right.
Then
Okay.
well,
I know where one of them opens, but I don't know where the other one opens. He's gonna try some shit. I don't know. He clearly has something in mind. Oh, I guess one of them is on this floor. So, might as well go over to that. Oops. Okay, was it in that area here? I double check. It's attached to the big penis shape.